Finally figured it out. We had technical difficulties. Get Mr. Jones in. We're not even going to run no sponsor or nothing. We're just going to bring him in. Here we go, Mr. Jones. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for joining the Paul Pickett podcast. How are you doing today? We can't hear you. I can't hear you. Unmute your mic. Your mic's muted. We don't hear your mic. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Hey yo, the last podcast I was sideways, but today I'm upright.
This one you got your face in the background behind you. You see it?
No, I don't see it.
You can't see the whole screen?
I see the Paul Pickett, but
okay. All right. Right now it's a split screen. It says Paul Pickett podcast featuring Mr. Jones at the top, and you see your face popping out at the top right hand corner. 20th anniversary. No turning back.
Let's go.
20th anniversary. I didn't realize it until I looked on my CD Baby today. I was like, when did I drop No Turning Back? Because I remember you said that Bomb Shelter was on their 20th anniversary, right? And that's why they released the music, I think.
Bomb Shelter,
like 20th anniversary. Right, yeah. So it made me think, damn, No Turning Back. That's a long time ago. Like dinosaurs were walking the earth, So I looked it up. I was like, January 1st, 2003. No Turning Back drops with Pussy Don't Control Life, Feel Your Pain, and all those other tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yo, you had beats from Irv. It was a lot of stuff going on.
Magician, aka Sudan, and Danny. What was Danny's last name? Was it Jones?
Man, fuck his last name. That's Sudan. He's one of a kind. Sudan's one of a kind. Sudan was in Spring Lake, and he moved to Raleigh. He's one of the first.
You froze up a little bit, but we good.
All right, word.
So you want me to go ahead and just get into it? One of the songs. I'm gonna play one of the songs for you, and let's see if this brings back any memories.
Yo, piece of Bomb Shelter.
A whole million thoughts in his brain, plus a heart filled with lots of pain, locks and chains. My pops did lots of cane on the rocks of pill pop just to maintain. We got cops and Glocks choosing all names. Arrest and convict, long as the color's the same. We in the same game of life with the same aim. They wanna shackle down the wood and put a lock in your brain, make you feel like you can't come up and gain. Advantage for a little taste of heaven's fame. A righteous life is the holy temple train. Way through my heart, through my mental pain. No instrumentals, I go get the grain. Let you know Paul is all pain. So overcome and maintain and keep yourself in the right mind frame. I know it's hard living dirt poor. Each day it hurts more. What do you think we're putting this earth for? You gotta find yourself and you learn more. You gotta push forward, push toward the financial that's secured. Heart and mind pure. Struggle like a seed, searching for the cure to help you meet him and her.
Get it?
Most people have a lot, still grateful for what they got. Some people live on the streets and the shelter the block. Out the rain, out the still just
we got Mr. Jones.
My brothers are still locked in chains. Show no pride, still no shame. Come on, dog, I feel your pain.
What a good time, what a good time, man.
Still grateful for what they got.
What a good time.
On the streets and the shelter the block. Out the rain, have to still just to maintain. My brothers are still locked in chains. Show
that beat, yo, that Irv beat, yo.
Come on, dog, I feel your pain, I feel your pain. Most people have a lot. Still grateful for what they got. Some people live on the streets and the shelter the block. Out the rain, have to still just to maintain.
Jeff Lesson did everything.
Many different
souls with many different dreams. Many for the pleasure, much more for the cream. A way of life with some letting off steam. Some just lie, spit a lie, asking how they doing and they lie about that. Some just got the skill, so watch this shit. Matter of fact, watch, cause they good at stealing time. Maybe your rhyme, your best friend, your wife, your shirt, your kicks, your drawers, pants, and life. Type of cats that go beyond liquor stores for a crime. Leading in a cult, cashing in off controlling minds. Keeping secrets, people that gets deeper. Organizations, keeping nations in a sleeper. Selecting service, gonna judge if you a keeper. God bless the day, sowers become reapers. Non-believers open up to the truth. Take a face-to-face look at the spiritual truth. Metal birds going down, hit with nuclear pellets. Warfare everywhere, take a whiff you can smell. Let's be the sing. This ain't time bent. I stay Solomon Green with big strings on the scene. Twist up, my listeners don't get it mixed up. My rhyme goes deeper than me getting my dick sucked. Conscious content coming from John's convent. Bombing and dominant for some of the most prominent. Most people have a lot, still grateful for what they got. Some people live on the streets with no shelter to block out the rain. Have to steal just to maintain. My brothers are still locked in chains. Show no pride, but still no shame. Come on, dog, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Most people have a lot, still grateful for what they got. Some people live on the streets with no shelter to block out the rain. Have to steal just to maintain. My brothers are still locked in chains. Show no pride, but still no shame. Come on, dog, I feel your pain.
I feel your pain. Damn, man, that sounds even better now than I hear it now. It sounds so much better now than even back then. I don't know why.
Why'd you do that song? Like, why'd you name it the way? Why'd you do that, man?
I really couldn't tell you back then. I really couldn't tell you back then why I decided to do. Back then I was so much more lyrical. I was more intellectual with it. And
but man, it's like
I was way more conscious. I was way more conscious than I am now. Like now I don't feel sorry for people as much anymore. Because I think I was young and naive. To realize a lot of this pain people bring on themselves.
But Paul, you first of all, you had the beat first.
And the beat's phenomenal. The beat sounds so phenomenal hearing it again right now.
And you was like, yo, I want you on this. But you had a concept for it. You had something going on.
Well,
like why'd you make that song? Well,
why? I think I know why. My father. Around that time, my father was still something that lingered on my life. Him committing suicide. And just the pain of him committing suicide, I felt like I could feel other people's pain and relate to their pain, because I felt pain, So yeah, I was like, I feel your pain, man.
First of all, thanks for sharing that pain, but man, you said, feel no pain. This is the song.
I think it came from what I didn't have. Like I said something, most people have a lot, still grateful for what they got. I think it really came from what I didn't have. These people, they had more than me and they were ungrateful. So the people that had just as much as me or less, those are the people I felt your pain. I wasn't feeling the pain of people like that had, like this beautiful family life and everything's just peaches and cream, and I never had my father. My mom had to work, constantly when we were young. I was always at the babysitters, and it was just, I guess it was just what I didn't have. That's why I was like, most people have a lot and still grateful for what they got, because I always had that. My father was weighing on me. My father was always weighing on me. Yeah. And your verse was amazing. Your verse was amazing. I mean, the things you were, metal birds coming down, hit with nuclear pellets, warfare everywhere, take a whiff, you can smell it.
But here's the thing, rest in peace, Goldsmith, man. Peace of Goldsmith.
Rest in peace.
But you came from a spot you came from the trailer park. You came from
Shout out to Leisure Living.
musical leisure living, but
And
lyrical lane. You came from the spot, man. It was real incredible.
and Gallup
You
Acres.
know,
I stayed in Gallup Acres when I first met Irv. And that's something that should be significant to this conversation. Is when I first met Irv in Gallup Acres playing
well,
basketball in
you
the
know,
backyard in my backyard. You know,
you know, when it came to Irv and Goldsmith, y'all cats were younger than us, man.
I met Goldsmith
You
through
know,
Irv.
but y'all was in high school together,
Yep.
and I would be looking at y'all like, hey, yo, y'all trying to go to the club, and it'd be like y'all cats would be like, we gotta go to school. But y'all had the dopest rhymes though. You know,
It's funny you say that because as young as we were, I remember we did the talent show and I tried to put together this. It was supposed to be me, Irv Goldsmith, and Kevin Nice, and this dude named Dante. And those five alone, we were in high school, but I felt like we could have win against the big boys. We could have win
but
against
yo,
the grown
why?
men, the
Let me
adults that graduated already. No matter how young we was, because Goldsmith was super nice, Kevin Nice was super nice. My man that
mhm.
cuts heads on Cliffdale. Irv was always like a Diamond D. You know, he could rap and he could make beats. Something that everybody really couldn't do.
but
We could just all
but
rap.
yo, Paul, I gotta ask you, when you were in you were in the trailer park, you know,
Yep.
what made you want to rhyme, because you didn't rhyme like no average, cats are like, yeah, I rhyme
So
that
you want to
rhyme,
know the story
but
of
you
how
weren't like that.
you want to know the story of how I started
Yeah,
rapping?
how
I
did
was
you become
bullied
an
into
MC,
it. I
Paul?
was bullied into rapping.
What?
I was bullied into rapping. Like this is how it went down. It was me, a friend of mine, Johnny Dozier. I still talk to this day. The guy who originally got me started rapping, his name was James Harnish, and there was this other cat named Jacob Shippers that was hanging with us, and we were all partners in crime. And one day they kind of told us like, "Yo, if y'all don't battle, we're gonna jump y'all. We're gonna beat y'all up."
I, I I've I've
And,
I've been through that.
and
They was like, yo, y'all got battle, or I get it.
I never wrote a rhyme. I never freestyled a rhyme or anything of that nature. I never rapped ever, But the cat I was hanging with, I thought he was cool and he rapped. White dude that rapped, and he was into all the hip hop. He knew it all. And
Mm.
basically, I battled the cat Jacob Shippers. He spit his first rap freestyle. I spit my first rap freestyle, and they said I won. They said I won. They said my
Hey
rhyme
yo,
was the
hey
best.
yo, Paul, hey yo, Paul,
And you know what's funny?
how?
I haven't lost a battle
Hold
to
on,
this
Paul.
day.
Yo, Paul, how did it feel to know that you won,
At the
man?
time,
Because I can tell you, man, because I can tell you how it felt. When somebody told me I won, they were like, "Yo, Jones, you did it." I'm like, "Word." It felt great. How did it feel when you was the winner? How'd
I
that
think it
feel?
had to feel like something because I kept doing it and the other guy didn't. It had to feel
Ah,
like some kind of like achievement because Jacob Shippers never rapped ever again. And after that, I was trying to write my own rhymes. And this is the thing, the cat that I gotta bring this up. The cat that got me into rapping was the biggest recycle king on the planet. He would take everybody else's
hey yo,
rhymes.
Paul. Hey yo, Paul. Let me let you know. The person that got you in the ramen, that's the most important person. You know.
No, he is. He
For
is.
me,
Even though we don't talk to this day,
for me,
I would never like take away
I
the fact. I would never take away the fact that I met James Harnish. I wouldn't
I
be
talked to
rapping
my
today,
guy.
but we're not guys no more because he's a shady, grimy individual, and we're just two different paths, two different people, you know. But back to the story, you know, he was a recycled king. He would just take other people's rhymes, but I was always from day one trying to write my own rhymes, you know, trying to
Yo,
create my
Paul.
own identity.
I mean, just to keep it real for people. We was in the trailer park doing rhymes, and you would come through. You'd be like, "Yo, my name Paul," and Cass would be like, "Yo, who's this dude?" Like, "Yo, that's Paul from around the corner," and then you start doing your thing, man. Like it's real great. Like, you know what? Check this out, Paul. I'm gonna say this. My brothers told me I was nice, but when I met you, you told me I was nice. You look, you know, so there's no Mrs. Jones without you, man. Like real
Well, as a
life.
younger cat, I looked up to you. You know, you were older. You know what I'm saying? You had a car and shit, and you know, you come around Urs and shit. And I was like, oh, this cat, you know, doing his thing. You know, so I looked up to you. You was an older cat. You know, I mean, I never had. That's the thing. I never been this egotistical cat. I never been this cat with this super ego. Like it has to be about me, 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 me. Even when I had a group, it was never about me, 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 me. You know, I tried to uplift the group and make it more about them. But you can only make it about them so much as they want it. They gotta want it for themselves. You know, I can't make it. I can't want it for you. You know, when I'm in a group, you gotta want it as much as I want it, or you know, it's not gonna work. You know,
How'd you do it, man? Like you could have been just a soloist, which you know.
Well, I started out in a group. And our first group was called First Class. That was our first group, First Class. And to me, it was one of the dopest names ever to this day, First Class.
I still remember when you did the show at the what's the name of the club?
What was the name of that club? Over there off of Skybo. I know what you're talking about, but I had no choice to do it by myself because I never truly felt.
Man, you had this look in your eye. I was proud of you as an MC. I was like, oh shit, he's going for his. He's going for Dolo right now. And man, it was a dope night. That was a dope night, man.
You know what makes hip hop significant for my life is that it was the only confidence booster for me. I wasn't ever the ladies' man.
Why?
I wasn't never the ladies' man. And music was that confidence booster. Me on stage by myself, you know, fuck these rappers. They think I'm scared of them.
Man, Paul.
You know, I'm gonna say what I feel. You know,
your eyes were like this. You was like, I was like, oh shit, this dude is getting busy.
Well, I was nervous. Well, you know, like every show, I was like nervous. It was like not like I was gonna throw up like Eminem in 8 Mile, but I always was nervous before every show. Like every show, it was just like, just up to the point where I was just like, just waiting to, you know, get on stage and just get it over with. You know, sometimes because it was like. It was tough. It was tough. It wasn't easy, like you said. I'm by myself.
Yo, Paul. Let me keep the real shit. It was music and lyrical lane.
Musical court, lyric lane.
Yeah, and what's the name of the trailer park?
Leisure Living.
So Leisure Living.
The double L.
It was musical and lyrical lane. Yeah. You know, I had a cop hold me up. They thought I was breaking into my own car. I just left my keys in the car, you know, but that shit happened.
Do you believe in coincidence? Do you believe in coincidence?
I do.
Was there, I mean, because I always did with the musical court and lyric lane. I always like, this is just, it's got to be coincidence. Like, that I stay on musical court in Lyric Lane. And people always used to make a big deal about that. You know, everybody in the neighborhood that knew I rap, like, yo, you stay on musical court in Lyric Lane. Like, and that's the thing. Like, nobody in Fayetteville could say they stayed on musical court and Lyric Lane. Because I feel your pain.
Hey, yo, man, play that joint.
I got another one for you. I got another one for you. You want another one? Here we go.
All right.
I got something for you.
When it comes to the sisters, the Mista can be rather picky. I hate to be bothered cause my lifestyle's busy. And if you're good enough to get with me, just chill. Start fucking around with my time, I get ill. I got things to do in the Ville. Understand, you gotta take the MC if you want the man. The older I get, the more people demand. I come through and lift the microphone up off of the stand. Hey, I ain't forgot about the other day when I came round your way. I hit the skins in a major way. I let you know before I came that I couldn't stay. You said, Jones, come knock it down anyway. Word. And that's what I did. You was already naked when I came to your crib. And after we did what you and I did, and I had to scare. Here you go, acting like a kid. You acting like you don't know what it is. You acting like I'm the average and ain't about my biz. Acting like we got kids and you ain't my wife. Yo, check it out. Pussy don't control my life. That's right. Pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. No. Pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. Yeah. No kids, no wings, no wine. Pussy don't.
Why do all these women wanna waste my time when you know I'm in a rap race against time? Nah, ma, not this time. You wanna be mine? Want me to hit it from behind? My sign keep moving with no rewind. They say love is blind, but I see fine. Cause I'm married to my music, engaged to my rhyme. Each page, each line, each word, each letter. You kick me to the curb, it only gets better. No hard feelings, no vendetta, etc, etc. Yours truly, Parmesan. If I fall, get up and move on. When I was young, my heart was soft like futon. In time, who's strong? Learn how to deal with things and just move on. Even with a lifetime of scars in my chest, I feel blessed. Expect the worst and hope for the best. Life is like a stake to the heart that'll break you apart. Right through your chest, through your heart, I manifest this art. I'm married to my music, death do its part. I'm sorry, mom, but I'm married to my music, death do its part.
Slightly old-fashioned, crafting my passion. True man of soul with mad dick control. Honeys act like I ain't supposed to have goals. Giving up the mic for a pretty set of toes. Shit, better think again. Nowadays to get me, you need to have cash falling out the skin. Damn, Jones, is it all about the Benjamins? I ain't saying that, but neither one of us is rich cause your ass is fat. Yeah, the cat's tight, still can't hold me over longer than a night. Pussy don't control my life, so true, I gotta say it twice. Pussy don't control my life, that's right. That's right, the reason why I got multiple flows, cause I don't give a damn about multiple hoes. The reason why Jones got multiple flows, cause I don't give a damn about multiple hoes. That's right, pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. That's right, yo. Bring no wife. Pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. That's right. Pussy don't control my life. All you cats out there don't control. All you cats out there, hey, running out the night, man, leave her alone. You gotta be that you don't need her. Blowing your control my life. Yo, better your damn self. Make a real fucking impression. Pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. That's right. Pussy don't control my life. Pussy don't control my life. I like to hit the dance like the next man on the real. Don't get it twisted. 2003. We got shit to do. You know? Don't control my life. Ride to this pen.
Yep, that was it. Paul Masson, Mr. Jones, Pussy Don't Control My Life, and Mr. Jones video stream dropped as soon as the song started playing. It's a shame. So we're gonna go ahead and end this one, and we'll try to get into a part 2 with this and try to get Mr. Jones back on. Thank you for tuning in, Paul Pickett Podcast.